Welcome to an incredible journey through time. This time we'll talk about how technology evolved rapidly from the 20th century to the 21st century, an era of great leaps and bounds that changed the way we live.
That's right. As the 20th century was the beginning of the technological revolution, the 21st century is an era where the technology has become an integral part of our daily life. So, let's start exploring it.
Let's start with the 20th century, a time when the world felt like it hit fast forward. So many inventions changed the way people lived. For example, the first airplane was built by the Wright brothers in 1903, making long-distance travel no longer takes weeks. Then there were cars, which became more affordable after Henry Ford introduced mass production in the early 1900s. At the same time, electricity started to spread widely. Light bulbs made the night less dark, and modern machines began replacing human labor. This century was also the beginning of the communication era. In the 1920s, radios started entering homes, letting people hear news and entertainment right from their living rooms. Then came the television in the 1950s, which completely changed how we connected to the world. And of course, we cannot forget the first computer. ENIAC, a computer as big as a room, marked the start of the digital revolution. From there, technology slowly began moving toward a more modern era. But there was one major event in the 20th century that pushed technology forward faster than ever: World War II. During this war, countries raced to create new inventions to outsmart their enemies. One of the biggest breakthroughs was radar, a technology that allowed planes and ships to detect enemies from far away. Then there were fighter jets, which made air combat more advanced. The most striking invention took was the atomic bomb. In 1945, the world witnessed the destructive power of this technology when it was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Even though it was tragic, the atomic bomb showed how science could advance incredibly fast under pressure. Medical technology also made progress. Antibiotics like penicillin were used on a large scale, saving millions of lives during the war. So even though there was a dark side, the war became a big driver of technological development. After the war ended, the world's attention turned to space. In 1957, the Soviet Union shocked the world by launching Sputnik, the first satellite to orbit Earth. This made the start of the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. In 1961, Yuri Gagarin became the first human to travel to space. Not long after, America sent humans to the moon with the Apollo 11 mission in 1966. The famous word, "one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," became a symbol of what technology could achieve in the 20th century. Beyond that, space telescopes like Hubble were launched. This didn't just help us explore space but also help us understand the origins of the universe. Imagine once we could only see stars from Earth. Now we can see galaxies billions of light years away.
So in the 20th century, the world really experienced a big leap in technology. From the Wright brothers building the first airplane, Henry Ford making cars affordable, to the ENIAC computer being the first milestone of the digital revolution. The world began to change completely, and communication also developed with radio, television, and even space exploration. What do you think? Spotty guessed right?
It's the advent But you know what? Entering the 21st century, development of technology is even more unstoppable. Whereas the 20th century, we were just beginning to understand technology. In the 21st century, technology has really become a part of our daily life. From the internet, social media, to artificial intelligence or AI. All of them make the world more practical, but also have big challenge.
Wow, I'm getting curious. What makes the 21st century so different?
Let me explain. We're entering the digital age and advanced technology, where everything is faster and more connected.
Now, in the 20th century, technology has become unstoppable. The internet is a huge part of our lives. Back then, computers were as big as a room. Now, we have slim laptops or even smartphones that are way more powerful. In the 2000s, social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram started to appear. The world became more connected and information could spread in just seconds. Then there's artificial intelligence or AI. Today, AI helps us with so many things, from editing photo to driving cars. It's even used in healthcare to diagnose disease faster. And let's not forget renewable energy technology. Solar panels, wind turbines, and electric cars now replacing old energy consuming systems. These are crucial solutions for tackling future climate challenge.
Wow, it's amazing how fast technology is growing, but it all depends on how we use it.
So, what do you think is the next technology that will change the world? Let's write it down in the comment section.